Welcome back to another episode of the Giga Weekly Show, where we talk about things that don't matter to anybody else, but they might matter to us.
Indeed.
I'm Luis Delatore.
I'm Adam Kren.
I'm Dekaiju Tony.
All right.
And we are at beautiful Cosmic Comics. I figure let's do this. Let's let people know where we're at.
We got a new poster, and check out that poster behind my shoulder. That thing is
The Amazing
bad.
Spider-Man with
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto. Yeah,
With the first
Spider-Man's
appearance of
fighting
Morbius.
Jared Leto, yeah.
Yeah, right.
He's fighting the Joker in a vampire costume.
Amazing Spider-Man issue 101. Yeah, classic.
Classic, yeah. That is here along with many other things, books, t-shirts, toys, anything your
Games.
nerdy little heart could desire.
New games.
You were just pointing out what was the game?
Blades in the Dark.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Gaslands Refueled, Betrayal on House on the Hill, plus Widow's Walk, the expansion, new comics, DC Future State,
We
King
still
and Black Marvel.
have Outlaw Energy Drink too.
Outlaw
so
Energy Drink.
Please
Pass
come
the
on
pig.
down. When are they gonna give us a check? Outlaw Energy.
Are they still in business?
Oh, I don't know.
No.
Or at least give us more stock of whatever Outlaw Energy they have
and
left.
like-
Anyway,
Right.
come on down to Cosmic Comics in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada, and just come on by, look around, see
Check
if you
it
like
out.
something, check it out,
Check it
buy
out.
it.
Give us the formula for Outlaw Energy and profit
something.
it ourselves.
It's a secret. It's Coke Classic.
It's Coke Classic.
Oh, God.
It's coffee and cocaine
Outlaw Energy, grapefruit juice,
with
and cocaine.
with a little bit of matcha, for the healthy crowd.
For the healthy
For the
crowd.
healthy crowd. Okay.
All right.
So let's get into today's topic. Today's topic
Yes.
was kind of a fun one. So
Right.
let's talk about the internet a little bit. The internet in the last few years has made itself obviously a very, very valuable tool to society.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Partly.
Only partly because
Only-
of Indeed. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Only
Hey,
partly.
they don't sponsor us. Don't.
Okay.
Obviously, not everything on the internet is great, but we're going to talk about the good part of the internet, right?
Right.
The good part of the internet being if you have a question, the internet very likely has an answer for it.
If you know how to sift through
Exactly. But so today we want to talk about some of those weirdo
shopping
questions.
algorithms.
That oh, yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. Didn't you were just talking about the Super Bowl? You're talking about Tom Brady. And as soon as you did, I got a thing on my phone about the Super Bowl.
it listens.
It knows.
It learns.
It knows.
Anyway,
Yes,
today's episode.
Anyway, today's episode, we found some of the weirdest questions that people have asked the internet.
Right.
Right.
And I guess we're gonna answer them. I guess a lot of them are like years old. So
Right. Yeah.
I don't know what kind of advice we could dispense
Yeah.
to these
All right.
people 8 years later, 9 years later, but we'll see.
And you gotta realize that back then, the internet, like especially for internet, like 8 or 9 years ago, is a very different landscape than what it is now. Because ever since the internet's become more mainstream, some questions here and there would become more tamer, depending on the
Right.
subject.
I would argue it was honestly probably better 10 years ago.
Yes, it was.
Because now everything revolves around shopping, like everything.
Yeah.
And back then you could Google just about anything you could think of and you would get your answer.
Yes.
And now it's like you will get your answer framed in how you can buy it.
Yes.
And that drives me a little crazy.
Right? Like,
But anyway.
like I hurt my knee. What do I do? And it's just
like,
you get a
knee
thing
brace
for,
at
you get-
Walgreens.
Yeah, exactly,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah.
I tried looking up meatspin.com and it brings me ads for Costco.
Say meat spin.
Yes.
What's meat spin?
Look it up yourself.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
No. Do I want to go to that part of the internet?
I don't know.
Okay,
don't know.
so we each found a couple questions. I have a few right after we're done with this, so let's dig in. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Yeah,
All right.
please.
Hey, Google. Hopefully
I
nobody's
love
phone
how
just
that's
turned on.
Dear Google,
Dear Google, I heard during the Middle Ages nobles used to wipe their butts with ducklings. Is that right?
I mean, the nobles weren't the most sanitary people out there when you really think about it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I get it, right? They're soft, they're fuzzy.
so here's what I'm picturing, right? I'm picturing a hole outside for Dookie.
Right. Well, these are nobles.
Right. Oh, these are nobles.
So they're probably-
they probably had a toilet then.
Or
They had
Plumbing,
I guess.
They had
wasn't
a
a
semblance
thing.
of a toilet and maybe like what a
They had
a
fall- they
box
had-
full of like live ducklings to just reach in.
Oh,
Just
God.
take the next one out and chuck it out the window. There's a mode out there, right?
Right. Well, if I've seen like plans of medieval toilets, and it's
Right.
usually wherever it is. It's just
It's
you
a
sit
hole,
and it's
yeah.
just a hole,
It's
and it
just a
goes
hole.
out. It goes out.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So, do you do you wipe yourself with the duck and chuck the duck?
I have Chuck the duck. Chuck the duck. Chuck.
It's my new board game for kids. You got to get a bunch of poop on a duck, and then you can chuck the duck. That's how you get points.
Yikes.
New from Milton Bradley. Chuck the duck.
The more poop on the duck, the more point it's worth.
Did you? Okay, that can't be true.
I have no idea. You
That
know what?
cannot be true.
I mean-
I don't think I ever got past the question to find out
I
the
mean,
actual answer.
After that question must have been trending, someone somewhere must have actually tried doing it in real life.
That's very soft.
Well, what do I do with the duck?
What do I
I
do?
just leave it? Do I just put it down, let it walk away?
All right. So how would you answer this?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean,
If you were the authority on
Oh, I
Wiping
think I know
butts
what I
with
would say. It's probably
ducklings.
not funny. It's probably the most logical answer.
Okay, go
Which
for
is
it.
like you were probably high when your friend decided to mess with you. Right? Like he was probably just sitting on the couch like, dude, how did people wipe their butts in the Middle Ages? And your friend was like, they used ducklings. Oh, no way. For real? Like, yeah, for real, man.
oh.
And then he got sober and he told everybody at work.
So you say no.
Well,
For sure, I
would-
say no.
I
'cause,
wouldn't say
yeah.
the nobles would have done it, but I'm pretty sure someone would have done it now after hearing about that question once.
Oh,
Maybe with a
right.
rubber
You know
ducky.
Uh,
you know what?
What?
I'm not going to say that somebody didn't do it.
yeah.
There are sick people in the world,
Right, right.
or somebody was
Right,
like,
right, right, right.
it's like how do I wipe me bottom? That's how noble sound. How do I wipe me bottom? How? Oh, duck. And then they did because look, these are people who didn't, if I remember correctly, didn't shower forever. Like they would shower once a month, or shower. They
believe
would bathe once
At
a
some
month.
point, at some point in history, bathing was considered not good, not
Yeah.
healthy.
Yeah. So who?
Which, as we know now, may be true to a certain extent.
Right.
What?
So who is to say that they also didn't walk around with like
to a point.
caked on mud butt?
Right. Oh, God. Ugh. That'd be horrifying.
I'm just-
Well, what I'm saying, I would say yes. I would say absolutely somebody, some noble somewhere, especially when you had guys like, even as far back as the
Caligula?
Romans, like Caligula. They said, if it's soft, I want it in the loo. Because I'm gonna try it. Because I'm gonna try it
But
out.
here's the thing. I feel like, and I don't want to get too graphic if we're talking about Caligula, but I feel like if Caligula did it, it wasn't for the softness. It was like for something far more sinister than just wiping his butt.
Proto-hamster.
Yeah, he's like, ooh, this is wonderful. By the way, thanks to movies and TV, all Roman people sound British. So when I do an act, it might be British, they might be Roman. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, thank you, Marlon Brando.
Ooh, the decadence.
All right. Who wants to go next? The decadence.
Decadence. I have one that I think it's a little odd, but I think it's happened. I think this is something that's happened to everybody before. The situation is a little bit weird, but I think anybody can. I think you can connect yourself to this. Here we go. It's a little bit long.
Okay.
I'm ashamed. What should I do? I had my driver's license test today. Everything was going swell. I made no mistakes, but I had to take a fart really badly. So I just let it rip.
I failed my driver's test twice, so
Go ahead.
The instructor didn't say anything. But the windows were up. But it start to smell real bad. I'm reading this verbatim.
oh,
So if it sounds weird,
Yeah, the grammar's not the best, right?
The instructor didn't say anything, but the windows were up, but it start to smell really bad. Since my fart was silent, I didn't want to roll down the window, making it look suspicious. But the fart was not only silent, but it was deadly.
What?
First of all, how do you gauge if a fart is going to be silent?
First of all, if you can smell, well, if I put my mind back to when I took my driver's test, I don't know if you remember yours. I actually do remember
Vaguely,
mine.
yeah.
I was, oh, geez.
Uh-huh.
I was very, 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 very nervous. Like, very nervous.
Like gassy nervous?
No. But just like, I was afraid to do anything wrong.
Oh, yeah.
So, I get why the person was concerned, but, I mean, crack the window, man.
Yeah. Should I?
Oh, it's not even over.
No, that's not the question. That wasn't a question. That wasn't the question. That doesn't explain it.
That's true.
So here's the last part. Should I go back to the DMV and apologize for the smell?
Did he pass the test?
It doesn't say. It doesn't say. It just says. I mean, look. Here's the thing. I mean, is it fair to say that we've all farted in public?
Yeah.
And maybe it might have been louder than we had anticipated.
True.
Right.
Yeah, true.
Like, everyone knows that the best way to fart is with your headphones in, because then nobody can hear it.
Nobody can hear it. Right. Okay.
So
Sure, pal.
So should this person go back and apologize?
No.
No. I don't think so either. And here's why. If he failed the test, the fart is more of like a screw you. Although he might have this person might have failed the test due to the fact that they farted really bad. But if they passed, right? Why would you go back and say, "Oh, hey, I know you passed me, so I can say sorry that I farted." I wasn't going to say it if you failed me.
Your license has been revoked now.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So. Oh boy. So no. This person should not go back to apologize.
Bizarre.
I agree, but at the same time, you got to think about this. The guy has a bunch of other things to worry about other than just a fart during the driver's test.
He doesn't care, yeah. The driver's guy doesn't care.
Do you think that this guy was failed because of the fart?
No.
And maybe he thinks if I go back and say, sorry, I farted, he'll get a driver's license.
He may think that, but, it's like...
This is a person who has deeper psychological issues, I think. Or no, deeper emotional issues than just farting in a car. If he's like, should I go back to the DMV and apologize for farting from someone who didn't say anything?
Right. Yeah, that's weird.
So no, he shouldn't go back to apologize.
Nah, screw it. It's too late now, buddy.
I would say
the die has been cast.
I would say yes if I were at the DMV and I got to overhear some guy just come back in. Hey, listen, I was in the car with you, and I wanted to apologize because I farted real bad.
I really ripped one.
Yeah. Like, I went home and I saw the stain in my underpants, and I knew it was bad.
I saw the stain
that it left in my underpants, and there was no ducks around, so I couldn't do anything about it. So I just figured I'd come back and say I'm sorry. But you have to say it with the W's so people know that you're sorry.
I'm sorry. Yikes.
There's that one.
Did you answer that already?
Yeah, I already answered.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Which question you got?
All right, my first question.
Oh my God.
All right. Did Abraham Lincoln invent pancakes?
What?
Is that a thing?
Is that a thing?
It was once trending in Google.
Really? Did Abraham and Lincoln?
Okay.
I'm saying yes.
Is there a story behind that
I
of
don't
any
know.
kind?
I have no clue how it originated or why it happened. Well, actually, I know there's someone made a whole video off of it that's like half an hour long. And historically, I know that pouring some buttery stuff into a piece of metal and heating it up existed way before the time of Abraham Lincoln.
So waffles, yeah.
Yeah. He might have invented
griddle
waffles.
cakes, as they used to call them.
Cakes, yeah.
Here's what I think. I think, yeah, he invented them.
Yeah, why not?
No. I think his wife invented them.
Right.
I think his wife invented them. He's a big dude.
Yeah,
right? He's a tall guy. He needs his energy. He probably burns a lot of energy, right? Being the president and whatnot.
Right.
So, like, here's what he would his wife would make a bunch for him to eat throughout the day, and he would have them in his hat. They were all stacked up like a tall stack in his hat.
Oh,
and he would just like take it off and eat it like a Pez dispenser, put it right back.
Stovepipe hat.
Yeah. So he invented the stack. The stack.
The stack.
The stack is named after his hat.
The short stack and the
short stack, the tall stack.
How say you? Think he invented pancakes? I'm gonna say why not.
He could have popularized it to the point where it became like
commonplace.
Yeah, it became common.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could see like people thinking he did because maybe it was a recipe from somewhere, and he brought it back, or his wife brought it back, and he was like, "Oh, there's these delicious things from France.
Right? Yeah.
They're called pancakes. They're
usually-
called griddle cakes."
Because
And,
that's usually how those things
Yeah,
happen, right?
and, you know-
somebody popular, like the teddy bear.
and then us being, the patriots that we are, we took it for our own and said he invented it.
Yeah.
He invented pancakes.
It's the one who makes it popular is the one that gets tagged
credit,
with
yeah.
the idea that
Mhm.
they created it somehow, even though
Sure.
they're just associated
Or-
with it becoming
or-
popular.
Or he was a jerk in real life and took credit for it.
Maybe.
So, did you invent these, Abraham? Yes.
Yes, I did.
Yes. Oh, that's right. 'Cause he said, yes, I
He
did.
supposedly had kind of a high-pitched, screechy voice.
I, Abraham Lincoln.
So
There is actually a recording of his voice that exists, a wax cylinder recording that exists.
Are we sure that's him?
My
Are we
understanding
sure
is,
that
yeah.
is not someone who hated
And it's
him?
and it's fairly high pitched.
Are we sure that's not someone who hated him
I don't know.
and was like mocking him, like, I'm Abraham Lincoln?
It's not that. It's not that bad.
No, I know, but-
so
I've heard it. You can find it honestly.
he
if you
doesn't
Google it, you can find it.
Mm.
he doesn't sound like the guy from Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
I have no idea.
I have not seen
I
that.
have not seen that.
Oh, all I know, well, it's an alright movie. All I know is Mary.
Did you say Alan Alda?
All in all,
Oh, all in all. I thought you said Al. I was like, Alan Alda was in that movie?
Oh no,
That doesn't- I gotta
sound
watch
right.
it now.
Like one of the only things that I noticed about it is Mary Elizabeth Winstead plays Abraham Lincoln's wife.
I do love her.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I do love her.
All right. I do too.
All right, we ready for the next question?
Yep. Next question.
Give it to me. Shoot it.
Everybody knows Albert, Alfred E. Newman,
Alfred, yeah.
Albert
What, Leeward?
Einstein, yeah, Albert Einstein, right?
Yeah.
widely regarded as one of the smartest people that ever lived. Although that's definitely arguable nowadays. But certainly in his time, he was one of the smarter guys.
Wait, is that the question? Was he
no,
arguably smart?
No. If Albert Einstein was so smart, why did he die?
I mean, his brain was preserved. And
It's true. That is true.
Everyone knows
back.
if you died, you're an idiot. Everyone knows that. Why did Grandpa die? Because he was an idiot.
Because he was an idiot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know his brain's preserved.
Wait. He died of natural causes, right?
Now
wasn't
that
like-
I think I have no idea
He wasn't
how
like
he died.
assassinated, was he?
I don't.
I'm just
believe
gonna
so.
go with what happened in Command and Conquer.
Which was what?
I think Soviets got him, and the ending where Kane wins.
Oh dear God!
Soviets.
Because
The Soviets. Is that
in-
Red Alert? Or?
Command and Conquer. It's either called Command and Conquer, Red Alert, or Red Faction. Basically, Albert Einstein, he goes back in time, prevents Hitler from ruling Germany. He also prevents the creation of the H-bomb, but that allows the Soviet to basically take over Europe, and it becomes a war between America and Soviets.
Wow.
Historically accurate, by the way. I don't know if
It's
everybody
probably
knew that.
better than what really happened. I don't know. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, and
He actually made it to his mid to late 70s. So.
Did he I would say yes if he died in a way like, oh, it was raining and he looked up with his mouth open and he drowned. then he's an idiot. But I doubt that that's how he died. If he's so smart, why did he die? Who? Oh my God!
Actually, it doesn't really say how he died. Oh, life.
Why
and
did
career.
Why did Daddy die? Because he's an idiot. Everyone
'Cause
knows
he's
that.
dumb.
He's a moron, just like your grandparents.
So, if he was so smart, why did he die? What's your answer?
me.
If he's
Yeah.
that seems like a weird question to answer. If he's so smart, why did he die? Like what was he supposed to do?
He wasn't
like
smart
if he,
enough.
Yeah, if he was so smart, why didn't he invent something to rejuvenate himself?
Right. Yeah.
Yes. He could have invented time travel and created
Yeah.
the Command and Conquer
Yeah,
universe in real
yeah.
life.
Why didn't he do
Right.
that? The more I could do that if I wanted to invent time travel so
I
that
could
I
do
wouldn't
that.
die.
I just don't want to.
Yeah, just lazy.
Jeez, personal. There's a lot of information on this guy.
Okay, but how did he die? Where's the
I
information?
don't know.
Probably died
Okay.
of old age.
That's
What's
fine.
your answer? Anthony?
Me?
Yeah. Why did he die? Here we go.
If he's so smart, why did he die?
But he wasn't smart enough.
No, there you go.
Well, there you go. I like that.
Can we put that as
Simple
a
and to the
quote
point.
somewhere?
On
Albert
7
Einstein died because he wasn't smart enough.
Right.
Kaiju Tony.
I like that. Maybe I'll. Yeah, I
Make
like
a shirt. Let's do a
That.
shirt.
17 April 1955. Einstein experienced internal bleeding caused by the rupture of an abnormal aortic aneurysm, which had previously been reinforced surgically so he knew it was there. Well, now we know that he knew it was there.
Yeah. So why didn't he
in
cure it? He was a
1948,
doctor, right?
He took
Moron.
he took the draft of a speech he was preparing for a television appearance, yada, 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 but he did not live long enough to complete it. He refused surgery, saying, I want to go when I want. It was tasteless to prolong life artificially. Wow. I have done my share. It is time to go. I will do it elegantly.
Wow. Well, now it's not funny.
At 76 years old.
Well, now it's not
I
funny.
know,
Why did you look it
I
up?
kind of took the humor out of it.
Yeah, like I wanted to hear that like he died in a
Not so
senseless bar fight. Like, what's up, bro? You looking at my girl? Like then he's a moron.
I'm about Einstein. Suck my noodle.
Suck my noodle.
Wow. Who's next?
What are you looking at, bro?
I think you got the next one, right? What are you looking at, bro?
What are you looking at, bro?
You want some of these?
This is a weird question. I guess people had heard of it. I'd never heard of it. So
Okay.
if you've heard of it,
Yes.
great. Here we go.
Yes.
If I eat myself,
Wow. I don't know if I know. I don't know if I like where this is going.
If I eat myself, shut up. Let me get through it.
All right.
If I eat myself, would I become twice as big or disappear completely?
What? Or disappear completely?
Okay, define eating yourself. Is this a Marilyn Manson thing where he just removed his ribcage and sucked his own,
No. I mean, like
as
cannibalistic
actual
eat yourself.
cannibalism? Okay.
Yeah.
Because Marilyn Manson is a tall person.
Yeah, that's a lot of person to eat. But so okay. So if you I don't know if it's possible. But let's say you could,
Okay.
right? Let's say you could eat yourself.
Okay.
Right?
Would you be twice as big, or would you disappear?
I guess ultimately you would disappear.
I have to go with that episode of Regular Show with the talking hot dogs, and they started cannibalizing each other, and one of them just got covered in sauce, and he just ate himself until he shrank into oblivion.
I wonder if somebody watched that and that's where they got the idea for the
I
question.
don't know. Well, here's the thing.
Well, you
Here's
eat
the thing.
yourself until you couldn't anymore, and then you die,
Oh my
and then you'd
God.
eventually
Vanish.
disappear. Yeah.
Okay,
Dust to dust.
let's
kinda
pause
deal.
it. Let's pause it that you could eat yourself, right?
Okay.
Like you could eat yourself.
All right.
Wouldn't you just wouldn't you just turn yourself inside out?
You would figure you'd start with the feet, right?
Yeah.
Eventually, you'd have no legs, but then, I mean, once you got to the point where you're starting hacking off internal, wow, it's getting gross. Hacking off internal organs. I mean, then you can't even function. So what's the point?
I mean, if you go by Clive Barker logic,
Okay, but
I
this
was going to
is
say, using that logic,
Mhm.
then you would just get. If you ate a steak, you would just gain the mass of the steak you just ate.
right.
But that's not how.
So here, okay,
That's
so
not how food works.
So here's the thing. This person, and I don't know what their
I mean, you
what their
do
purpose
gain
was.
the mass temporarily, I guess.
Right, but
Or not so temporarily. if you eat
here's
too much.
here. Let's add some nuance to this question, right?
Okay.
I think this person is positing that if you completely eat yourself,
Right.
right? I don't think you could do that anyway. But let's say
He's assuming you can get fat off your own. That's what it sounds
yeah,
like.
yeah.
You can get fat off your own calories.
So let's say like you hack off your legs and started eating them, and then you hacked off an arm and started eating it, and you got that far. Like you wouldn't get twice as big because now you're missing limbs.
Well, they're
Right?
not missing. They're just
They're gone.
They're you. They're still
They're
part
gone.
of you.
So
yeah.
if anything, you've shrunk,
Yeah.
and then you're just gonna expel it anyway,
Right.
right? So
Right.
you wouldn't get twice as big,
No. Yeah.
and you
not.
wouldn't disappear
Right.
because even if you could eat yourself entirely, I think you're really just turning yourself inside out.
Right. Right. So what's the Clive Barker logic? I gotta hear that.
I mean, with the Clive Barker logic, basically, you're just regurgitating yourself inside out, basically.
Yeah.
Right, you're just turning yourself inside out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you were just to like eat like some appendages, arms, like a leg, like two legs and an arm, you would shrink because you're missing what? You're missing
missing
2
legs,
feet. Yeah,
right.
you're missing legs, I guess.
Unless you're over 8.
Yeah, and then like I said, you're just gonna pass it anyway. So
Right.
even if you could get fat, you wouldn't stay for
Doesn't-
very long. It
doesn't
just
make
seems stupid.
sense.
Yeah.
It's such a bizarre. I don't know how their logic got to that point. Like,
I have no idea either.
yeah.
That's. I mean, but what do you think?
So it has to be one or the other?
No, because I didn't pick one or the other.
You would disappear completely because essentially you'd hack off so much of yourself that you couldn't anymore, either because you're cutting into internal organs or you cut off your limbs to the point that you can't function anymore.
Yeah.
Either way, you die and you eventually turn to dust, and therefore you disappear. That would be my too rational answer.
In the end, even if you didn't eat yourself, we all
Nothing
disappear.
else matters. Right.
All right.
What's your answer? Barker logic. Clive Barker.
Yeah,
Clive Barker logic.
Yeah, just read Hellbound and Heart or watch any of the Hellraiser movies except for the last ones, and you'll understand how the human anatomy works.
There you go. How say you?
I neither.
Okay.
Neither would happen.
All right.
You're just a moron.
All right.
Neither would happen.
All right. What's your next question? Tell me.
All right.
Oh wait, hold on, real quick.
Oh yeah.
Just real quick.
Yeah.
If you had the chance to taste yourself, would you?
I don't know. You ever bit a scab off as a kid, or like
No,
picked at a cuticle, and you're like, "Where'd that go?"
No,
Oh,
I never.
nope,
I
shit,
never
it's
had.
gone.
I never.
It's gone.
Had that
I don't know what I
happen.
did.
No. I'm
Like-
saying like,
Oh shit!
let's say you blew off a finger because you were holding M80 for too long because you had too many of them beers, and you was gonna give someone a show, and you done blew off your fingers, right?
Okay.
And the doctor's like, we can't reattach your fingers,
Well, I'm gonna eat it.
but if you want, as I feel bad that I can't reattach them, I could put them in a baggie for you, and you could take them home and do what you want with them. Right?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Would you be tempted to look at those and be like, I wonder what?
Nope.
I mean, it
I
depends
mean,
on
you
what.
can't. Yeah. I mean, cook it up, get a little oil, a little basil on it, right? Don't ask me how I know that.
It
little butter.
It depends on what limb
Saute it
was
with butter and
destroyed
a
or
bay leaf.
amputated. Because if it's my leg, because I know someone in the internet who basically made tacos out of his foot. So
Oh,
There's
Well,
no
they-
meat down there.
there's something.
Yeah.
There's no
down
meat on your hands, and there's not much meat on your
there.
hands.
There's enough for a little taquito.
Most of it's
Un
most of it's
un
all
taquito.
tendon.
yeah.
It'd be all
Jerk-
gristle.
It means
Gristle.
it means it's better for you.
Gristle.
All right. Anyway,
All right. What's your
Oh.
next question? Yeah.
So I already talked about the invent pancakes, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Did Abraham Lincoln die?
we're just going Abraham Lincoln route,
Lincoln-
huh?
Abraham Lincoln die?
I don't know. Like, what happened?
What happened was he won an Academy Award.
That was Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh, that's not him.
No, he's
What if
he's
he
being hibernated. He's in hibernation in
Yeah.
a well outside of Seattle in case the political system goes bad again.
Again?
Again,
What reference is that from?
This wasn't enough for you.
What reference is that from?
I don't know.
Actually, till the economy goes bad, that was a reference.
Oh, okay. I don't know what he would.
Yeah.
What would he bring to the table at this point? Everything is so nuanced past where he was that I don't know that he would know what to do.
It's like Star Trek Into Darkness. Let's revive Khan so he can build us a new starship.
A new state-of-the-art starship that's better than our newer starships. Yeah, you're stupid, Star Trek. New Star Trek. J.J. Abrams Star Trek. Sorry,
Yeah,
wait, the
right.
Kelvin time.
Yes.
Kelvin Star Trek. You're dumb. You're dumb.
Yeah, is Lincoln still alive?
Yeah. So is he still alive? Yeah,
sure.
he became Daniel Day-Lewis. No.
That's why he's such a good actor.
Yeah.
My boy, my boy.
I'm gonna say his head is on a spider body, like Futurama, like he's a head in a jar, spider body.
He could be like Nixon's opposite. The headless headless robot of Spiro Agnew.
The headless body of Spiro Agnew.
I mean, there's a possibility he could be cryogenically frozen right now because
No.
because when he was shot in the head, it was said that he was still breathing for like a couple hours.
Which is honestly not that unusual now that we know that. I mean, look at the one guy in the 80s. He got shot in the head.
Uh-huh.
And that dude's still alive. He was still a politician.
Okay.
He was all screwed
But
up.
let's posit that. Let's
Right.
posit that he was alive through a gunshot wound,
Right.
right? Let's just say that like he lived,
Oh, like
and
nowadays, yeah, he'd probably still be alive.
but he couldn't.
was more
but
recent.
but they were like, okay, let's keep it under wraps. Tell people he died because he can't do anything,
Right.
right? How long ago was that? He would be dead of old age. Why would he not be dead? Why would
Because he's
he not
smart.
be dead? Sounds dumb people.
Call
die.
back.
Yeah. Booyah. Bam. Only dumb people die. That's why I'm still alive
That's right.
for the moment.
Because he's smart. Duh. Yeah, I don't know.
Because I'm very smart.
Because I'm smart. Oh man.
Oh.
I don't know.
Is he alive? No.
No.
Probably.
Probably.
if there's the possibility of Walt Disney being frozen, then maybe.
There's
Well,
not,
and-
though. There's
and Walt
not.
I don't know, when was ice invented? I was like, I don't think ice was invented yet. In Walt Disney's day, there were freezers.
Hold on,
They
hold on,
could
hold on, hold on.
conceivably
Did
freeze
you just
him.
ask when ice was invented?
Well, when they were able to artificially create
Okay.
ice, I guess I should
Okay.
say. Is that what I was?
Because I was going to say, like, if you're going to walk out of here with that logic of when did they invent ice, maybe you're
That's a Google question.
Maybe you're going to die
Well,
pretty
you know
soon.
what I mean? When could humans artificially create ice?
Right, okay.
That's
Okay.
I guess I should have said.
Back to
Yeah.
the Future
I
3
wanna
said
say-
it was the
Back
1800s.
to the right, but that was still after Lincoln.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
that was
Yeah.
still after Lincoln.
Yeah, no, he's straight up dead zone, guys. He's gone.
Yeah,
He's gone.
He's gone.
So he must not have been that smart. So,
Well, he got shot in the head. So.
All right, your
Yeah.
turn.
All right.
really puts a damper on thinking, huh?
Wow, I just realized this third question. My third question is both poop and bird related. So I'm going back.
You guys have
I've
all
come
these running themes.
I've
Lincoln,
come full circle.
Lincoln and poop.
Do birds sometimes intentionally poop on people, and do they aim their poop
Yes.
at their target?
Yes.
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 What?
Mhm.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
It certainly seems like it, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes.
No, they can.
I think birds can be vindictive.
I've seen
I
Robot
know.
Chicken. I know.
I
how
was
it
gonna
works.
say I think birds are smarter than we give them credit for.
I think there are birds that are very smart,
Yeah.
like crows and ravens and whatnot, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think for animals like a pigeon, let's say,
You guys are both just yes.
that doesn't
Yes. Like-
have like what do you call it? Like it doesn't have God, what is the word that I'm looking for? Like it doesn't have
sapience.
Intent.
yeah, something like that. It doesn't like it's
Sapience, the idea that they can self-realize and
yeah, self-realization. They don't
Yeah.
have they don't yeah. I think that
often misreferred as sentience, but
Yeah.
all animals are sentient.
yeah, no,
Sapience is
right.
Self-aware.
to form ideas.
self-aware.
and-
That's
yeah,
what I was looking
to form
for.
ideas and a sense of self and
So
right.
birds, especially pigeons,
Right.
because they eat garbage. I don't know if you've seen them eat garbage.
Oh yeah,
Right?
Yes, I know. What they
I
taste
don't
like.
think they're self-aware, right? But I think there's enough hatred in their heart for
Hatred
for
creates
people-
self-awareness.
for people that they can just be like, "You're gonna make me eat nickels and cigarette butts that you drop? Take this." And that's why their poop is gross, because they eat garbage,
Yes.
because we feed them garbage.
I still love how both you. Yes.
They
Yes.
do, yeah. I had a bird poop on me.
Yikes!
Ouch.
I've had a bird poop on me before.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ew.
But I remember it was distinctly because we were under a tree and I had seen all the birds and I'm like, ugh, because we were walking.
He
under
was
the
like,
tree.
"Oh yeah."
We were walking under the tree and there was poop everywhere and I'm like, why is there poop everywhere here? And I look up and there's all these birds and I'm like, ugh, these birds are gross.
Yes. the only time
What I said was a lot worse than these birds are gross. I think I
These
used
mother effers.
a curse word and then I got pooped on.
the only time you should be really afraid of a bird is if the big pile of white poop is so big that you find a pair of human glasses inside of it.
That's when you should be
Dear God.
worried. That's when you should be worried.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's
whoa.
that. Actually, you know what? I don't know if you guys knew that. That was a cut scene from The Birds.
I'm also referencing another movie.
Birdemic.
Hmm?
What is that from?
What with the giant pile of poop?
Yeah.
And the main character finds the glasses.
Yeah.
No, not glasses. Like she finds his pen or something.
Yeah. What is that? I've seen that.
It's Gamera.
Is it Gamera?
Yep.
Hmm.
Gamera Guardian.
Oh
of the
yeah,
Universe.
that's right. That was the first one. Holy crap! I remember that now. That's right. Excuse me.
My answer's still yes.
Okay. Okay. What's your next question? That was pretty universal. It was a yes,
Yeah.
definitely. I think they do, honestly.
Screw birds. Yeah.
I think they do.
Listen, if they know when your car has been washed, because listen, when my car has been dirty, I never got it pooped on. But when it's clean, there's all manner of poop on it. So yeah, they know. They know what they're doing. This last one's a little bit long.
Okay.
It's got a whole thing behind it, so I just bear with me, okay?
All right.
Sorry, it's odd. It's a weird question. My wife My wife wants to eat her placenta.
It's not that unusual. And
Right. No, that's not the weird part.
Okay.
Is it okay if she is vegan? So my wife is 32 weeks in and has decided that she wants to eat her placenta.
Okay.
I've heard of that. That's not unusual.
Right.
It's uncommon. It's not unusual.
Yeah.
I know it sounds gross and weird, but a lot of animals do it,
True.
even herbivores. And she did some research and found it helped with postpartum depression.
Right.
That I did not know.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if it's okay for her to eat it because we are vegan and, well, it's meat. Additional details. Thank you for your input, but I would really like to know if it would be unvegan of her. I guess he was getting answers, which probably I'm sure were like, ugh, why would she do that? Why?
Right.
He's like, great, thanks, guys. But is it, I mean, you swallow your own blood when you cut your tongue. This is just much bigger. Is it okay for a vegan to eat it if it came from her own body?
But you can't digest your own blood. That's why if you swallow too much, you will throw up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've had that happen when I was much younger. Yeah, I used to get bloody noses, and I didn't want to have to go inside, so I kept going. Well, guess what happened? A horror show.
Oh,
A scene from The Exorcist. That's what
Oh,
happened.
God.
what about tasting her own breast milk? Right?
Right.
Right.
2 months later, please don't judge me or my wife.
Oh, this is like, we're getting like a whole
This
time
is a whole-
frame.
yeah.
here. This guy's regretting ever going to the internet.
You don't like it when people are nasty to you. She just believes it's a natural thing to do. Will she get sick even? Okay, has she not had the baby by now?
Yeah,
Will she get sick even if it's just from her own body? I've been vegan for 6 years, and she's became vegan when we started dating. I could probably convince her not to do it, as I'm not that keen on the idea. But what about breast milk? Will it also make her sick if she tastes it? This is like a million questions in one. Well, breast milk's not going to hurt you.
I thought the idea. Let me address the breast milk first. Are you
Sure.
done with the question?
No,
mark?
yeah, that's it. That's
Okay.
all of it. Yeah.
I thought the whole idea or point of being vegan was not just the fact that you were trying to be healthy, but also because you didn't like that animals were exploited. Am I correct?
Right.
That's what I thought
mean,
a
I
big
would-
part of being
I
vegan
would think
was.
so, yeah.
So if you wanted to taste your own breast milk, I don't think that would violate anything.
Unless you're exploiting yourself.
Unless you just decided I'm going to keep milking these babies until
until
the
cat
kid's
milk comes
20
along.
or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, I don't know. But would you lose your vegan powers? Like,
Oh, yeah, sure.
Scott Pilgrim style? I mean, I don't know. Placenta, though? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I do know a lot of animals do it, but I also know there's a reason for it.
Sure, but so the question being though, like, if they're I guess, is it okay if they're vegan for her to eat the placenta? Like, does it break that sort of vegan streak? Like, are you violating?
I would say yes,
Mhm.
if I am correct in assuming that the primary reason for veganism is not necessarily just to eat healthy, but it's so that animals aren't exploited. It doesn't become an industry. So then, if that was one of the main, or half of the reason at least, of being vegan, then I would say no, because I mean, you're not exploiting anyone or anything.
Sure,
Right.
Yeah,
Nothing's suffering.
but yeah, but I mean, like the people who are vegan, right? They don't eat any sort of animal product,
right.
whatever their reason is. They don't eat
Right.
any kind of animal product. Us being humans, we are animals.
Right.
So I guess the question is, can she still be considered vegan if she were
I guess
to?
It's an interpretation of the letter of the law
Uh-huh.
and the spirit of the law, or in the military, used to say the written regulation and the commander's intent.
Mm,
What is the intent behind being vegan? If you're going to follow the letter of the law, being vegan means none of this, then yeah, you're
Right.
violating it. If you go by the spirit of being a vegan, which is not to exploit the industry,
mhm.
then I would say no.
Right.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Okay. Sounds good.
How say you?
Well, I agree with that, but also, vegans, like, one of the reasons why is to eat healthier, and
Right.
you gotta look at the nutritional facts of the
Right.
placenta.
It
Like-
does help. Yeah,
Yeah.
It replaces a whole. I do know. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, like, yeah, you gotta look at its nutritional facts, and like, any negative towards eating it.
Right. And my understanding is it does do a lot to regain a lot of lost nutrients that happened during that because let's be honest, childbirth is pretty traumatic. I should know.
You've had children.
Just kidding. Well, I've had children, right?
Yeah,
but I didn't have.
You've given birth.
I didn't give birth. But you know what I'm saying is, my understanding is it's a pretty hard event on the human body.
So here's what I'm going to say. Right? Is basically what they're asking is it okay if she's vegan if she does this? Yeah.
I say
she's fine.
Yeah.
Right? Like, first of all, no one's cracking down on you for eating meat anyway.
Right?
No one's going to crack down on you for
cheat,
eating the placenta if you're going to do that.
Yeah.
You're not eating your foot in it. You're not putting your foot. You're making foot tacos.
Right.
Right. That's not great.
Or somebody in the basement, you're cutting off their foot. Nothing
right.
Like that,
So
right? That would be exploiting somebody. Right.
Yeah. So it should be fine.
Right.
She should be okay.
Right.
Should be okay.
Yeah, and that's that argument too. Like, well, I'm probably getting way off topic, but human life, like, what is human life? Well, never mind. That's way off topic.
Yeah, this is really
dark.
Hey,
I'm going to stop.
Listen, you can start your own show where you have all of these theological questions, if you will, these metaphysical questions. This is not the platform for it, sir. Everyone knows that when you die.
Okay. Does anybody have any more?
I
think you had one more. Right?
You wake up and you're in the Matrix.
The Matrix.
You realize you were in a simulation the entire time. Everybody knows that.
Sweet.
Get with the program.
I'm out of water. All right. What's the last question?
Why were chainsaws invented?
Why were chainsaws
And this is a recent
invented?
one. I just typed in why in Google right now, and then it showed up.
Why were chainsaws invented?
It's like,
clearly
this person's gonna die soon because
clearly
he seems like an idiot.
Yeah, right.
Why chainsaws invented? Like, have you not seen what chainsaws are for?
Horror movie slashers needed something to scare the crap out of people with.
Yeah,
right.
Yes, and if someone gets possessed one day, and you also have a shotgun lying around, you just gotta swap
Ash needed a hand.
You just gotta swap your hand, and
what was he gonna put there?
What was he gonna put there? Right?
Yeah, a fork.
Oh no!
I mean, how much scarier would Leatherface look if he had like a saw, like a hand saw?
Like a hand saw, right. Yeah. As I say, let's think about that logically. Why were chainsaws invented? Well, people had saws, and they were used to cut things. And then motors were invented to run cars. How can I make this saw work faster? Chainsaw. Motorized saw.
A motorized saw, yeah.
Right. And then horror movies took over.
Yeah.
And Ash needed a hand, and there you go.
And I'm also thinking of that episode of Billy and Mandy, because in Billy and Mandy, there's a parody character of Ash Williams.
Is there?
And
Hostelgado.
Yeah, Hostelgado.
Yeah.
And basically, Billy's best friend Erwin, he wants to be as cool as him, and he ends up replacing his hand with. It's not a spatula. It's like it's a freaking it's what
singing splash.
It's what you use to whisk eggs.
Oh, the whisk.
Yeah, whisk. Yeah, whisker.
Yeah, you replace his hand with a whisk.
Like an automatic whisk.
Yeah, an automatic whisk.
That's awesome.
Oh man. Why are chainsaws invented? Ugh.
Really?
Dumb.
You're dumb.
Idiot. All right, so I got a couple of silly ones.
How would Leatherface get that face over his head? Right?
Yeah. How would he cut through?
Yeah, right.
What is it? He's just if he didn't have the chainsaw, he would just be Brutus the Barber Beefcake with like giant hedge clip. See him catch you then.
And about as pretty.
Yeah.
Man, if you don't know who Brutus the Barber Beefcake is, just Google it. Holy crap. Do yourself a favor. Yeah, one of the weirdest wrestler personalities from the 80s.
Can I do a quick story?
Yeah.
We used to work together, you and I. I don't know, people know that. We probably mentioned it before.
Right.
And in our office, we hung up a picture of Brutus the Barber Beefcake. And all it said was like "Have a nice day."
Right.
Yeah.
And somebody kept tearing it down, but I just reprinted.
You just reprinted the sticker right back up. Yeah.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
He doesn't know who it is.
Well, that's great. I want to see his I want to see his face when he sees Brutus. Oh, do you see that? There he is. You saw him.
It's him with a big pair of...
That was the picture. That was the picture we put up at work.
Used, yeah. Okay. I have a couple of silly ones that I just wanted to share. Just to.
Yeah, somebody kept tearing it
down.
down.
We don't have to answer these.
Okay.
But if you want to, yeah.
Ready,
some of them are stupid. Here we go.
Ready, Tony?
Ready.
I hate horses.
What?
They're too tall, and they pretend to care about the feelings of others.
Those are dolphins. I'm just kidding.
I know that's not even the question yet, right?
No, I hate horses.
I hate horses.
And then they're too tall, and they pretend to care. This is more of a statement.
Yeah,
That they
and
just added a
pretend
question
to care
in.
about people's feelings. What?
I hate to break it to this person, but and I hate to break it to people who believe that their horse loves them. But horses don't care.
Yep.
That's
Horses
not
don't
true.
care. Listen, we all want to think that if you have a horse as a pet, that's great. I think we all want to believe that our pets care about us, and maybe in some ways they do, like
They care
a dog,
to a point.
like a
Yeah,
dog.
to a
I
point.
really don't think a horse gives
Yeah, they do. They do.
a crap.
Nah, they do. Yeah,
Much that I don't even think that they would be duplicitous enough to go, oh yeah, great, tell me more. But
When my mom partially retired
Uh-huh.
after I joined the military, she had a horse for like 20 years, 25
Mm-hmm.
years, and I helped take care of the horse sometimes. And yeah, the horse had a personality.
yeah,
Her horses had personalities. Yeah.
I hate to tell people who eat Burger King, but
That friggin' rumor goes all the way back to when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
That Burger King is horse meat.
well,
Yeah.
that's what they get for pretending to care about our feelings.
I wouldn't mind.
Right.
I don't mind if it's actually worse.
Yeah, I don't care.
Because you like Burger King so much,
I mean,
or because you hate horses enough. Do you
Who
hate?
cares
wait.
about your
Hold on,
feelings?
Hold on. Do you hate horses enough that you would subject yourself to Burger King? Is that what you're telling me?
Wow.
Like,
Some
I
peop-
hate horses.
Some people like Burger King,
I
not
hate-
me.
That's
Some
why they're
people like
well, they're
Burger King.
dumb and they're going to die if they keep eating it.
Yeah.
So there you go. Okay.
Burger King's plan was to have a Burger King on every military post in the world. So yeah, I don't eat a Burger King anymore.
did it work?
Yeah, I don't eat there anymore.
So
I got
okay.
really tired of it in my 20s.
So that wasn't much of a question.
Right,
So
no,
much as
it
it was a
was not.
statement
I
as
got
to why.
tired of it as well at the age of 20 because I tried winning a PS5 by practically,
So you eat a lot of Burger King.
You had to eat a
Yes.
lot of horse to try
And
to get a PS5.
I felt bad. I felt like I couldn't eat any more Burger King. I was at a
Ever.
point where even the shakes, I'm like, no, I can't touch that.
Okay, I got another one. Just ate 52 pizza rolls. Will I
Okay.
die in my sleep?
Yes, you will.
There are 152 calories in 2 rolls. Will I die? Oh, and I had 2 liters of Coke with it.
Okay, now
Yeah.
now you'll die.
Yo, yeah, you're gonna die.
No, actually, believe it or not, they'll live because the Coke will help. The acid in the Coke will help break down the pizza rolls.
Yeah. So
You-
you'll die from all the
Yeah,
sugar
if
in the
he-
Coke,
If he wouldn't have had the
not from the
Coke,
pizza rolls.
he would have died of constipation.
Well,
That's good.
I
to
also know of this person who got paralyzed for eating 460 something McNuggets. And the top comment was like, "Oh, so the limit was 460."
I did see that. Yeah. Oh, so the limit's 461 or something like that. That's so effed up.
So this is I got this one. This is from someone who I think does not think things out very well. You ever just like meet someone and they just don't think things out, and you're like, what is happening? Where's the disconnect?
Right.
I don't understand. If Batman's parents are dead, then how was he born?
Clearly, they don't know his origin, right?
It doesn't make sense how died parents can. How died parents?
How died parents
I think they
can
mean
have a
dead
child.
parents. It doesn't make. I think he meant dead parents, or she meant dead parents. I don't know.
I mean,
It doesn't
this could
make-
be like a 5-year-old kid typing this in.
It doesn't
Yeah,
make
right.
sense how died parents can have children. Did they think this through?
Did they think that? Did you think that?
Did you
he
think-
must be, or she must be pretty young. They got to be pretty young or pretty stoned.
Yeah. Like if they're dead, how did they have?
Oh, God.
And they never saw any of the movies, clearly.
Yeah.
Which they recount. Yeah, they redo the
Yeah,
origin
you
at
think
least on some
after
level.
the 6
yeah.
origin movies that came out, he would get it.
They would
All right,
get it, yeah.
here's this one.
Okay.
This one doesn't need an answer. This one's just dumb too. I swallowed an ice cube whole and I haven't pooped it out. I'm really scared. Is it stuck?
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh, my
Yeah, that's my answer too. It's stuck. This one, okay. Okay, this one is.
Oh, what the hell?
This one, I don't know how I feel about this question. It's funny. It just, it seems so short-sighted and dumb, too. Okay. Is my cat gay? 10 question marks. Every time I smack his butt, he sticks it up as if he's asking for it.
I think I might know who's the one who asked that question.
What?
Like personally?
No, not
Was it
personally,
you?
like- no,
Oh, okay.
no. Okay, basically, he was an online celebrity. His name is Shane Yaw, and he goes by Shane Dawson. He's done YouTube for a long time, and a big controversy that happened before his other bigger controversy that practically ended his career was, did Shane Dawson screw his own cat? And in a podcast, and I think in Twitter as well, he was talking about like, oh yeah, I did that, like my cat, like allowed
Just
it to,
asking for it.
I allowed it to hump me. I'm like, okay.
What?
Yeah,
Ooh, why would you share that? I just let it do it.
That reminds me, I'm not going to say who, but that reminds me, somebody I knew, there was some movie or something where they kept talking about male genitalia. But it wasn't, it was part of a scene or something, and the individual said, I don't get it. That seems gay. They're always talking about male genitalia. And that's all they could focus on. And I remember thinking, like, maybe you should question yourself and not worry so much about a scene in a movie that was justified within the scene.
Oh, hold on. This was in the movie?
I was in a movie.
So
yeah.
either this conversation or this scene in particular was either like a really smart or really dumb.
Yeah, it was. I just remember thinking it was part of the movie, it was part of the scene, and it was pretty much forgotten about. But this individual kept focusing on that they kept talking about male genitalia or something.
Is the movie Happiness?
And no, and I just remember thinking, like, maybe you should ask yourself a few questions and not worry so much about a scene in a dumb movie.
Okay.
Right.
right.
I got two more.
Okay.
Two more. And then
I remember what it is now. Actually,
is
it's
it?
Darkness Rising.
Darkness Rising.
When he types out,
yeah.
when he can't think of anything to say, and he just types
yeah.
Why is he gay? I don't get it. Why? And I'm thinking,
this was someone we know.
Yeah, and now I remember. Yeah, and it was like,
This is
maybe you
someone-
should ask yourself that question.
Yeah.
Because it referred to what just happened in the movie. Like,
Yeah.
there was a scene, and I was like, okay, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think he got. Either he missed the first
He
part,
missed it,
or
yeah.
or it went
Or
over his head.
he needed to ask himself some
Yeah, some
personal
serious
questions. Yeah.
Is Christian Bale a Christian? Since his name is Christian, his parents must have named him Christian for some reason.
Well,
Because Christian's not a name,
he doesn't go by Chris, so I say yes.
so he has to be Christian.
Yeah, I'd say yes.
Is Jesus Fernandez related to Jesus Christ?
Jesus Cristo.
Yeah, because his name is Jesus.
His name is Jesus. Yeah.
Okay.
Christ.
And then you use it as an exclamation.
Okay.
Christian.
Last one.
Okay.
Am I turning into Taylor Swift?
How?
I noticed that over the summer, my hair has gotten lighter.
Okay.
I also find myself singing along to country songs and have developed an attraction to the Jonas Brothers.
Okay.
Am I turning into Taylor Swift? Note. I think this is fake, but it's so dumb. Note. I am a 30-year-old Indian man.
Okay.
How I would say, how does your checking account look?
Yeah. You'll
if you don't have
you'll
one.
know you're turning into Taylor Swift when you got them big checks.
Right. And do you
my
fit into size 26 slim jeans?
Yeah,
Because she's skinny.
it seems so. This can't be a serious question. Am I
Right,
turning
right.
Taylor Swift? Because I like the Jonas Brothers. And I sing.
Does she
I
like the
sing
Jonas
I
Brothers?
don't know. Did she date one?
I mean, hell, isn't what's her name married to a Jonas
I don't
brother?
know.
Like,
I know
what's
she
her
dated
name
Tom
from?
Hiddleston once.
Right. Well, she dated everybody once, apparently. that's the way the story goes, anyway. But what's
okay.
her name from Game of Thrones? Didn't she marry one of the Jonas
Oh
Brothers?
yeah.
I
forgot what her name
I know.
was. Sophie Turner.
Yeah, that's it.
Sophie
Oh,
Turner.
really? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is she turning into Taylor Swift?
I just thought of something.
Yes.
Okay, short question. When I was 8, I bought a blind box toy of an Ultraman, and it came with a piece of candy. I ate the candy.
Yeah.
Found out that
You're gonna die.
I found out I was more than, the toy was more than 15 years old. Has the candy caused any long-term effects on me?
How long ago was this?
When I was 8.
When
Nah.
you were 8?
Or yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, to be quite honest, because I haven't known. I think if I knew you when you were 8, I could say like, "Oh, do you remember when you were 8? You I don't know, your eye didn't twitch,
Right.
or something, right? Like,
yeah.
You didn't used to have so many seizures, but now,
What could have been, right?
yeah,
I had a circumstance in my birth that was really rough that could have caused potential brain damage. I could have been Einstein. And this is my damaged self.
Oh my gosh!
Right?
How would you know if you had brain damage?
Exactly. Especially, yeah. I mean, how smart could I have been?
Right?
I could live forever.
You'd be immortal.
I'd be immortal.
Isn't that nuts? That's nuts, right? Like,
Right.
if you didn't know,
Yeah,
and I didn't know that you're, for all I know, you're brain damaged.
because supposedly they thought I was.
Yeah.
And they put me in an incubator, and I guess like an hour later I flipped over, and the doctor's like, "Well, if he was brain damaged, he wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have the motor function to do that. So here you go." But what if I was?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Isn't that a crazy question?
What if you're messed up because of this 8-year-old piece of candy or
Yeah.
15-year-old piece of candy that was
Yeah.
older than you by
Yeah,
twice?
You wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, it just
I wouldn't, because I'm perfect. So
Right,
it's I don't have to worry about. I'm not brain damaged.
All right.
That's wild.
Right.
What if a doctor told you like, "Oh wow, have you been functioning this way forever?" Like, what do you mean? Like, you're brain damaged, like real bad.
Or Tony, like, your nerve endings, man. What happened? You're like, what? I don't feel any different.
As he's telling him that, he's like waving his hand over a candle, like, "What? Huh?"
It's like no feeling. You're like, what happened? Like shining the light in your eyes. You're just like no. Like pupils are just poop.
dilated. No.
There's no light in your eyes. You know what I mean? Just like, oh my gosh, it just absorbs all the light.
It's
What's
just
going on?
nothing, yeah.
There's nothing going on there.
I feel fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, how would you know? That's the
Yeah,
thing. If you
you
grew
know.
up a certain way, how would you know? Like if that's all you knew, how would you know?
How would you know?
Which was why probably a lot of things weren't diagnosed 50, 100 years ago.
Yeah.
He just died
Because
of.
they didn't know. People didn't
Yeah,
know.
that's what they just make stuff up. He
Yeah.
died of consumption,
You either the
consumption, or like no demon
apoplexy,
Or,
which,
yeah.
which was generic for you just lost.
apoplexy.
You're just apoplexy. Yeah, it was kind of a generic sort of fit, I guess, that caused damage. Basically, it could be a stroke. It could be all
What hap-
sorts of stuff. Yeah.
What happened? Well, that back then it was more like, what happened to Thomas? Oh, a ghost got in his blood.
A ghost got
We gave him a bunch
possessed by a demon.
of a demon got in his blood. We gave him a bunch of cocaine about it, but I guess it didn't work out.
Laudanum and cocaine, right?
Yeah, we
We gave him some 15-year-old ribbon candy.
And-
He seemed okay.
and all of a sudden, boom, demon in the blood. Do you have demon? Maybe you have a demon in the blood. Maybe you both have demon in the blood.
15-year-old candy.
15-year-old
Candy that was twice as old as you were.
Anyway, those were
Right.
our questions. We might have to do another one. This was actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, listen, if you guys have any questions you want us to answer, I
Right.
guess, you can leave us a question in the comments.
Right, yes.
Right.
And if you like the video, like, share,
Subscribe.
subscribe, hit the bell icon to know when we have a new show up.
all that
Yep.
stuff.
We're still working on trying to get more content throughout the week. We're not quite there yet. But yeah.
Yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, please let us know. And if you didn't, I guess do it too, because the algorithm and whatnot, the almighty
Yeah,
algorithm.
if you don't like it, thumbs down, please.
Yeah, it really lets
Tell us you don't like it.
It lets us and the algorithm know how we're doing.
Right.
Algorithm that will reverse time.
That's right. Right.
Yep.
Send us 15-year-old candy. We will eat it on the air. Hey, Outlaw energy drink, man.
Listen, you speak for yourself. I'll watch you guys.
Well, as
eat
long as it's not
15-year-old
chocolate. If
ribbon
it's
candy.
hard candy, I'll eat the crap out of it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll watch you guys do it.
Okay.
I have a
You're
box.
already-
I will eat.
How much more damage could you two get anyway?
Anthony will definitely eat the 15-year-old.
I have a box of old Krusty O's from back when the Simpsons movie
I
came
also
out.
have that box, yeah.
But I'm not going to open it.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Even if you were starving?
I do have a can of Zap Cola. Should I
Yeah. Oh yeah,
drink
you
that
should
on
drink
the
it.
air? Because how old is that now? 12 years? 13 years?
No, I do
2006?
not. I do not want a video of your death.
Snuff film.
I mean,
Yeah, that would get us. That would get us banned from YouTube. I think.
How
if you
about this?
just
Send
died.
us the oldest can of SpaghettiOs you can find.
That stuff lasts forever. You
oh,
know you'll be fine.
there's tons of YouTube videos out there where people eat expired food.
Yeah,
so.
okay.
Anyway,
We're not
so-
doing anything creative. Let's
Yeah,
get out of here.
That's it.
All
Yeah,
right.
let's get out of here. So, yeah, if you
Peace.
like this video, do all the stuff.
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll
Thanks,
see
everybody.
you guys next week.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.